So we'll start our practice first by sitting up tall. And we're going to bring the hands in towards the upper thighs and then fold the hands maybe. So either keep the palms up and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Or also you might bring hands on top of each other and then let the thumbs meet. This is a really nice way to let the arms relax. So letting them feel heavier and heavier. And then let's start with a deep sigh, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now just letting the lips seal gently, taking deep breaths. And in lighting this candle this morning, I offer my class to the goodness inside of me and to the goodness I know that exists inside of everyone else. It comes from the same source, the same flame. Let's bring the hands together. And we'll bow to that goodness within each of us. You can bring the thumbs to the forehead, bowing the head slightly, the thumbs to the heart center, and then we'll bow to each other. And let's begin moving the body now. We'll come to lying on the back. Once you're on the back, we will take the arms behind and the legs forward. So finding length. And start to just play around here. Let the hands move, let the feet move, wiggle the fingers, maybe wiggle the toes, flex and point, flex and extend, wrists, feet. And then on the next exhalation, bring both of the knees into the chest, but let's bring one leg in at a time. So just really slowly drawing the leg in, sensing all the sensation there. Then bringing hand around that leg, and then the other leg slowly in towards the chest. And then we'll have the hands wrapping around the knees, maybe the forearms, maybe the fingers, whatever it is. Then we're going to start to just circle the knees, guiding them over to one side and then in towards the chest, to the other side, and then a little away from the chest. Now notice if the breath is rhythmic or if it's just kind of flowing in and out without your control. The thing about yoga that we're trying to achieve is being able to be aware of ourselves at all times and then creating a rhythm to our lives, an organized rhythm. So we're going to bring the knees to center and then find that rhythm. So let's take a breath in through the nostrils and fill up. And then open the mouth and fog out through the mouth like you're fogging a mirror. Keep the mouth open, fog inwardly. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. So inhaling and exhaling slowly, and each inhale and exhale, they match in length and depth. And we're going to continue having this rhythmic breath. But we're also now going to maintain that breath and circle the knees in the opposite direction. So we'll just start to move the knees to the other side, away, and then to the other side. So you might have two rhythms going at once. You might have the knees circling at their own rate and the breath circling at its own rate. And we'll bring the knees to center, but keep the breath flowing. Let's take the feet up towards the sky, but keep the knees bent, and hold the feet with the hands to come into a happy baby. So you can hold legs, you can hold feet, you can hold big toes with peace fingers, outer feet, inner feet. But what we want to do is just kind of move around and let there be some swaying, let there be some extension and some bending, and just like a happy baby exploring and feeling as if for the first time, noticing this body. About 5 more deep breaths. Keeping the throat active here to regulate the breath. Now, as you're holding the legs and letting the legs become a little bit more still, play around with the position of the head. So turn the head to the left, turn the head to the right, and then moving side to side a little bit, getting the motion in the neck and waking up the neck. Especially that this class is in the morning. It's really important that we open up the spaces that we've especially kind of kept in one position or in strange positions while we're sleeping. And then we'll bring the head to center and then just release the left leg down, but keep a hold of the right leg. So left foot comes down to the mat. We'll keep that knee bent. Then we're going to guide the right foot to the left thigh, right ankle, right to the left thigh, and send this right knee away from you. And what we'll do actually is lift the right knee up, keeping the foot on the thigh, and then lower the right knee down. And you can use the right hand to help guide this leg. And in a moment, we're going to create resistance. So when you're ready, keep the leg away, or the knee away, moving forward, right? But then with your hand on top of the leg, push into the leg, and then push the leg into the hand. So really feeling like there's a force that you're trying to push into, but then release and let give into that force. So now the hand pushes the knee away. Now we'll do this 2 more times. So you could do this on the inhale, push the hand and the leg into each other. Don't let the leg move, right? Keep it right in its position. And then exhale, release, relax. Once again, push and release. And then now we're going to thread the needle. So we'll set up the right foot by flexing it. And then we'll pick up the left leg and hold the left leg with the hands. You can hold the top of the knee. You can thread the hands around the left thigh and then interlace fingers behind the left thigh. For more intensity, you would hold the shin or the knee and keep the right foot as flexed as you can. And even if it's just the left foot down, this is going to be really good for tighter bodies, and that's going to help. And so now we're going to start to move a little here as well. So some rocking sensation, rocking motion, side to side. Notice as you go to the right, you feel something different as you go to the left. And then we'll stay in the middle, right in the center, and keep drawing this left leg in. Maybe lift the head up and activate the neck, and then pull this left leg in closer and closer for 4 more deep breaths. And we'll set the left foot down. Pick up the right leg with the hands. Take this right leg back upwards towards the sky. Now we're going to see if we can hold the right leg and take the left arm out to the left. And keeping this right leg up, so again, holding leg or maybe the big toe. See if you can straighten the leg a little bit. And then just take the leg over to the right while you keep the left sit bone, the left hip, the left arm down on the mat. And then bring it right back to center. So we're not going to go all the way there. And then we'll just take it over to the right, kind of now exploring in the hip joint, and then back into center. Keeping left side body grounded. We'll go ahead and move through about 3 more times, opening and closing. And we'll bring the leg to center. And then let's come back into a happy baby. So we'll lift the left leg, holding the left foot or leg, the right foot or leg, and noticing maybe that the right leg is taller than the left leg, even though we didn't do that much with this right leg in terms of the back of it, the calf or the hamstring. But yet it's higher because we've lengthened it. We've lengthened muscles. Let's release right foot down, keeping right knee bent. Guide the left foot to the right thigh. And then we start again by drawing the knee away from the trunk and then lifting the knee. Drawing it away, using the hand to kind of push into it and then release. We'll go through a few more times. Just letting that left leg move around as the ankle is on top of right thigh. Now we'll create some resistance. So we're going to send the left knee away. We'll have left hand on top. Push the leg and the hand into each other, really activating. The first time we did it for a couple breaths. On the exhale, release the leg, and then we'll do it 2 more times. Inhaling, pushing limbs into each other. Exhaling, releasing the left leg and pushing it away. And then once again, pressing into each other. And exhaling, releasing. Now we'll come into reclining pigeon on this side. So flex the left ankle, the toes shift upwards. Pick up the right foot and draw this right leg in closer. Find the right position for your hands so that you can maintain this nice relaxing hip opener. And then we'll start to sway a little bit side to side again. The rhythm of the breath may not match the rhythm of the body's motion right now, of the swaying. Yet, with our awareness, we're able to maintain both, and that comes with practice. Now we'll find center, and then focus on pulling the leg in, keeping the left foot flexed to stabilize the left leg. Maybe picking up the head. Now we're going to take 4 more deep breaths. And exhaling, releasing the head, lowering the right foot. Going to hold the left leg again, maybe grasping the big toe or holding the leg. Take the right arm out to the right. And then we're just going to start to, again, shift the left leg over to the left and back to center. And the right foot you can keep planted or you can straighten if that feels better to you. And just moving left leg from side to center. And then we'll find maybe one or two more. And then bringing this leg to center. Take about 2 deep breaths here, holding the leg right in the middle. And then we'll pick up the right leg again and find happy baby. And so hopefully you see now, if you bend the knees and then straighten the legs as much as you can, that they're about the same length. If you feel like one is more open than the other, just straighten that leg, the one that feels a little tighter, just straighten it for a couple breaths. And then we'll go ahead and release. And then let's bring the soles of the feet together, bring the hands right to the feet, a little bit of a different variation now that we've worked up to the inner thighs. I'm going to hold the feet and then just pull the feet in. Now as you're here, notice what's happening with the shoulders. So I saw my shoulders were rounding. Take the shoulders back, roll them back, send them down, find length in the neck, and then pull the feet inwards. 4 deep breaths. For the next 3 breaths, softening the face. Softening the jaw, the eyes, the ears, the space between the eyebrows. And then we'll take the final breath with clearing through that exhalation. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. We're going to bring the knees together with the hands. And then we're going to take a big transition we'll come to a table posture. So you can roll to the side to get there, or you can rock up. And we're going to stay pretty close to the ground for most of our practice today, but let's find our way to hands and knees with the wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to work a little bit now with the spine. So we did some work with the legs. Just start to find cat-cow, inhaling, belly relaxing and dipping down, the head lifting, the tailbone lifting without forcing the spine. And then exhale, start to empty the lungs out, pull the belly up to help out with that, and then bring tailbone and head down. So inhaling, lifting the chest, dropping the belly. Exhaling, lowering the chest, lifting the belly. Inhaling. Exhaling. Now we see the rhythms of the body and the breath matching. So let's meet in a cow posture with the belly sunken and the tailbone and head lifted. And then we're going to step the hands forward 1 step to come into downward facing dog. So from here, we just separated the knees and the hands a bit, roll over the toes, lift the knees off the mat, and then continue with the tailbone shifting upwards to send the hips up higher and higher, and then sending the hips away from the hands. And if this doesn't work with hands, any sort of arthritis, things like that, it's good to stay on the knees and then slide the hands forward with the forehead down to the mat. So that's another option. And that's a really good posture too, so we'll probably go there in a moment. But if you're in downward facing dog, then you might be moving a little bit. Let's pivot the feet. So we're going to pivot one foot so that the heel gets closer to the opposite foot, and then taking hips to that side, and then changing other side. Pivoting foot, heel towards foot, and then moving. You're going to feel a little bit of a stretch in the low back and the side body. Okay, right from downward facing dog, toes facing forward, or table posture. Inhale, lift the right leg upwards, and on the exhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Okay, we're going to rise up to Warrior A first. So bring the left heel down, left toe slightly point to the left, and then begin to lift. See if you can keep the back flat as you rise up. Rolling the shoulders. Once the trunk rises, roll the shoulders a couple times and then settle them back and down. And then inhale, lift the arms upwards. Now we'll just be here for 4 breaths. So sink into the right knee as deeply as you can. Give yourself a little bit of a challenge. And now we're going to come to Warrior B for a moment. So we're going to pivot the left toes to face the left side of the mat and then bring the arms to a T, keeping the knees, that right knee lunging. So once you have the arms to a T, from here we're going to find a deep side bend, extended side angle posture. Right forearm comes down to the right thigh. And then inhale, lift the left arm up and over the left ear. Now maybe look down at this right foot and then take the gaze forward in terms of same direction of the chest, and then upwards, and then even more upwards past the left fingertips. Stretch the left arm up and out of the back. Take one more deep breath. Now from here, we'll go ahead and look down at the right foot. Bring left hand down. You can bring right hand down, and then maybe you're going to return to a table posture or return to a downward facing dog, lifting the right foot, sending it back. And then we're just going to go into the other side. So from here, lift the left leg, and then step the left foot between the hands. Right heel presses down. Once you have that lunge in the left knee, lift the trunk, reach the arms upwards. Make sure those shoulders are down, that the neck is long. One thing that we all need to correct pretty much in terms of people in our culture is that we need to bring the chin inward. So this is a good spot to do that. So bring the chin inward and then send the crown of the head upwards. Take 2 more breaths. And from here, we'll go ahead and pivot to Warrior B. So right toes face right side of the mat, arms come to a T. And then we'll lower left forearm to left thigh. Inhale, right arm up and over. You might be looking forward, or you might look down, get the extremes going, and then look all the way up past the right hand. Keep stretching the right arm out of the back. Two more breaths. And exhale, lower the right hand, the left hand, come into downward facing dog or table. And now we're going to come to seated. So knees come down. Because this is a shorter practice, we're pretty close to our resting position here. So we're going to cross the ankles, sit up nice and tall, or you can have foot in front of shin. It's so important to work with the neck. So we'll start by rolling the shoulders a few times. And let's have the hands come in towards the upper thighs like before. For many, many years I've been taking hands to knees, but I'm starting to recognize that it's actually better to keep the hands closer in. Then we'll roll the other way. And then we'll bring shoulders up, back, down. Okay, turn the head, keeping the hands relaxed. Turn the head to the left, and then turn the head to the right. We'll just go through a few more times, turning the head to the left, and then the right, keeping the breath rhythmic, even if the body is dancing to its own rhythm. Then we'll bring the head to center. And keeping the neck long, just lower the chin down, like you're trying to get the chin to touch the neck almost. So it's just a gentle shift down. Then lift the head, take the head back. Lower the chin. Lift the chin. Nice and easy. A few more times. And then we'll keep the chin low for 2 deep breaths. And bring the head to center. Going to pick up the hands and cross the wrists so that we can hold. This is a quick version. We're going to hold and press into actually the front neck muscles right above the collarbone. We're just going to push in with the fingers and then bring the head back and take about 3 deep breaths. And we'll bring the head back to center. Release the hands, except, let's cross the hands and keep them there. Bring them to the chest. Lower the chin, and then just half circles. Rock the head over to the left a little bit, and then over to the right, like a pendulum. And then we'll lower the chin, shake the head out, bring the head to center. Now we'll extend the arms in front, and then just cross one arm in front of the chest, hook the other elbow in front of it, and pull this arm in. And just take a couple deep breaths here. Just to work with the back of the shoulder a little bit. And then we're going to turn this into a twist. So go ahead and release this arm that's extended. Take it behind you. Take the other hand to opposite knee, and then turn in the direction of the arm that is behind. One more breath. And we'll come to center and then switch arms. So opposite arm straight and over to the other side, hooking that arm with the other forearm, drawing it in. And we'll turn this to a twist. So we'll take that straight arm behind, set the hand down, opposite hand to knee, get tall, and then turn. Another breath. And now we'll come to center. And let's get ready to rest. So we're going to come all the way down to the back. And if there's something else you feel you need to do before you rest, feel free. Otherwise, let's release the legs and the arms, taking feet to the corners of the mat, turning toes away from each other. Arms flipped so that the palms are facing the sky, hands away from the body. And then on the inhale, we're going to tense up the whole body. On the exhale, we're going to release it all and breathe out through the mouth. So inhale, create fists, clench the eyes, the toes, activate all the muscles, the thighs, the upper arms, and then exhale out through the mouth and relax. Inhale, tense up, activate, exhale, deactivate. Once more. And now letting the body be released completely. There's nothing to do with the body. There's nothing to try, only to be here without any effort. Resting and aware, but resting. Slowly become aware of your breath again without changing anything. And then let the breath deepen. Start to move the hands and the feet. And bringing knees into the chest, arms around the knees, maybe a little rocking side to side. When you're ready, you can roll to the side. Take a moment. Just feeling the practice echo inside of you. And then when you're ready, press your way up to come to seated. We're going to seal our practice by bringing the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Taking a moment to recall what we started with today. Remembering that goodness that is within us, it's the same goodness within all. That divine nature that we all share. And so letting this help you into the rest of your day today as you interact with yourself and with others. Bowing to everyone's goodness. And I bow to yours as well. Let's seal our practice with the sound of Om. You can chant along or listen just one time. Big breath in through the nose. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.